Hey you guys, and welcome back to my free educational channel for hairstylists and beauty professionals. Today we're going to be tackling a topic that many of you out there have been seeing a lot lately. Clients giving pushback when it comes to our booking policies. I came across a post recently in which a stylist asked, "Do you guys require a card on file for cancellation policy purposes? And what if the client doesn't want to give you that information?" So today, let's dive into why it is so smart to have a cancellation policy and how you can proactively ensure the majority of your clients adhere to and respect your policies, and how to handle client pushback when it comes to enforcing your policies. But before we dive in deeper, let me introduce myself quickly. Hi, my name's Mary, and I'm a former stylist turned communication and business coach. I want to show you how to tackle any hard situation you may face in the salon with good communication and critical thinking skills. Lastly, before we get started, if you find anything here useful or informative, do me a favor and hit that like button, and also be sure to subscribe. Okay, back to today's topic, cancellation policies and pushback. It's no secret that in the past couple years, specifically since 2020, the number of late cancellations and no-shows have skyrocketed. Stylists are left stressed because they're out the money for supplies they purchased for the appointment, along with the income from the appointment itself. If you've tuned in to this channel with me before, you will know that I am very much a supporter of proactive action in the salon to ensure the health and the longevity of your business. When it comes to cancellation policies, a proactive measure like getting a card on file may seem like something that can be skipped over or something that isn't important, but in reality, this small step can mean the difference between getting paid for the day or going home in the red. We got into this career as a hairstylist or other salon professional if you're a nail tech or esthetician for the love of bringing your talents to your clients, but continuous hits to your income can be a downer for both your business and for your pocketbook. It can also mean the difference between your clients just seeing your cancellation policy and ultimately ignoring it, or actually being mindful of your business and your schedule. So you might be wondering what I mean by that, so I want to give you a quick scenario. Let's say a client books online, the stylist states their cancellation policy through the website and online booking form, and even has a printed policy list in her studio. And the client is also reminded of the cancellation policy through all of the email and text correspondence through the stylist booking platform. Oh, and before I forget, the stylist has also given this client one prior gentle reminder and explained why their cancellation policy is in place when she had to make a last-minute cancellation within the last few months. Okay, now we're going to black mirror this situation and split it off into two possible alternate situations, alternate universes, whatever you want to call it. In one of these alternate realities, the stylist was not proactive about enforcing her cancellation policy. The client says, "Oh, I forgot, sorry." And when the stylist mentions the 50% fee that must be paid before rebooking, the client decides, nope, and decides to go somewhere else to avoid the fee. That stylist is out there like, "But wait, you owe me money, come back, please, pretty please." Now, I'm not saying all clients are going to stiff their clients, because there are some amazing and magical unicorn-esque clients out there that know your time is valuable and respect that. This isn't about them. This is about those clients that are saying, "Oh, it's just hair, it isn't important," all while forgetting that the person doing their hair is not just here for funsies or a hobby. This is our livelihood. And if the shoe were on the other foot, I can almost guarantee they would likely be frustrated, just like the countless stylists out there who I see post on this topic daily. Okay, so now to universe number two. The stylist had a proactive measure in place, let's say a card on file. And when the client called to reschedule last minute, the stylist could say, "I can absolutely accommodate a last minute change. However, I would like to remind you of my late cancellation policy, which we discussed at your previous appointment. Since you're canceling within 48 hours of your appointment, I wanted to give you a courtesy reminder that you will be charged the late cancellation fee totaling 50% of your service, which comes out to fill in the blank. Thank you for your understanding in this matter. Signed, you. You guys, it's simple and it's straight to the point. And as you can see, being proactive about your cancellation policy can save you money and can save you stress. But what happens when a client doesn't want to play by the rules and wants to dictate your policies to you? Specifically, what do you tell a client that tells you they want to book with you, but doesn't want to comply with your requirement for a card on file, claiming they don't like giving their card number to your scheduling system because they just don't want to put their information online? In a situation like this, critical thinking and the ability to communicate clearly are really going to help you out, you guys. So the first thing I would personally do is explain why you have this policy in place. You can use a verbiage similar to, "Dear client, to ensure I can continue to provide the best service possible and maintain an organized schedule, I do request all of my valued clients, including yourself, put a card on file to secure their appointments. This step allows me to better manage bookings and accommodate everyone's needs efficiently. Implementing this policy also provides insurance to my business in case of last-minute cancellations. When someone cancels last minute without this policy in place, I am left with almost zero time to fill the empty gap, which equates to not being paid for the work I have shown up to do. From what you've told me, I can see that you might be hesitant to put a card on file. Please rest assured that your privacy and security are of the utmost importance to me. I value your privacy, and I can assure you that my scheduling system uses industry standard encryption and other protective measures to safeguard your sensitive data. Please note that I want to provide you with maximum scheduling flexibility, and you can always modify or cancel your appointment. The only thing I ask of my clients when canceling or booking is to be mindful of my cancellation policy, which states that appointments canceled within 48 hours of your appointment will be subject to a fee totaling 50% of your scheduled service. Should you have any further questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out. I appreciate your business and I hope you have a great day. Signed, you." Now, if they continue with the pushback, it's a good idea to try to find out why they are hesitant. So you're going to want to use your active listening skills, meaning you ask them kindly but directly why they are hesitant to put their card on file. Listen to what they say. Ask clarifying questions if needed, and reiterate their message back to them to make sure that you are both on the same page. We initially won't know why they are hesitant. It could be that they maybe had fraud on their account. Maybe they just have really bad time management skills and are afraid they'll forget. Maybe they're on check systems and don't have a bank card that they can use. Maybe their schedule is crazy with unpredictable and unexpected responsibilities popping up regularly. Or maybe they're just trying to wiggle out of putting a card on file because they may decide not to show up and don't want to be charged. Having an open conversation is really going to help you determine the ultimate reason behind their hesitation. So once you've determined why they're hesitant, you can then offer an alternative option if applicable, or if you want to take this extra step. I would recommend either having them come in to put a deposit down in cash, or send an invoice for the amount totaling the amount of your cancellation policy. This is usually going to be 50% of the service fee. And just while we're on it, it's technically illegal to charge 100% for services not rendered. And if you're doing this and the client initiates a chargeback, they'll likely win 9 out of 10 times. So 50% is a really safe zone for that. Anyways, back to alternative solutions. An example of verbiage to offer an alternative solution for your client would be something like this. "Dear client, based on what you told me, I understand your hesitancy in not wanting to provide your card information prior to the appointment. I can assure you that my scheduling system has security in place, and what I can do is offer an alternative solution that will hopefully meet your needs as well as the needs of my business. In lieu of putting a card on file, I can invoice you a bill now totaling 50% of the service, and you can send a payment electronically or deliver it in person within the next 24 to 48 hours. This will act as a booking fee and will be applied to your service. You will still have the flexibility to cancel or change your appointment so long as it adheres to the cancellation policy, which states that appointments must be changed or canceled at least 48 hours ahead of time. Failure to do so will result in the forfeiture of your booking fee. Please understand that these are safeguards for my business, and if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. And if that does not work for you, I completely understand and wish you all the best in finding a provider to better suit your needs. Signed, you. So at this point, we have communicated why our policy is in place, and we have given alternative options. If the client decides that they still want to give pushback even after you've made your needs and wishes known as the business owner, this is usually a clear sign that even though they want to book, this person might not be the right fit for your business. And you guys, that's totally okay. And should they try to leave a poor review, you can simply just respond to the review stating the steps you took to meet your client in the middle, and that while you tried and offered alternative options, acknowledge they didn't fit that client's needs and wish them luck in finding a provider who will be a better fit for their demands. Any logical potential client reading this will see that you set a boundary and you tried to be flexible, but ultimately you would not be a pushover. 9.9999 times out of 10, any logical person will see this and have more respect for you and likely won't try to pull this kind of nonsense because they're going to see that they cannot walk all over you and you will not let them get away with that. Now, if you're a stylist who's listening to this and saying, but wait, whoa, hold on. Where do I even start? I don't even have a cancellation policy. I've also got you covered. I'm going to go ahead and post an example of a solid cancellation policy on my blog with this week's post. And it can be as simple as you want, but the main things that should be covered in your policy are when your client should cancel, so 24, 36, 48 hours in advance, how late arrivals are handled, so what happens if your client is late and how the cancellation policy affects them, and what will happen if these policies are not adhered to, meaning they'll be charged. Again, you can find an example of that on my blog this week at www.thestylistconsultant.com/blog, and I will go ahead and put that down in the show notes below so it's easy to find. All right, you guys, that is all I have for today. And as always, if you learned something new or found the video interesting, go ahead and give it a like and be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be bringing you new videos each week detailing out tough real-life situations and discussing how you can use good communication and critical thinking to handle any tough situation that could possibly come your way with confidence and ease. I want to help you safeguard your business so you can stress less and get back to doing what you love, bringing your talents to the world one client at a time. If you have any topics that you would like to hear covered, I would love to hear from you. Let me know down in the comments below, or you can contact me through my website, www.thestylistconsultant.com. And for those out there feeling stuck or slow to grow, I'm definitely here to help. With a strong knowledge in branding, local marketing, and cultivating a memorable guest experience, I can work with you to see where we can easily strengthen your business to get you on the path to the career of your dreams. You guys, you can do this. And in case you need me along the way, I'm here to help. All right. Again, my name's Mary Wozniak. I run The Stylist Consultant, and I want to thank you for tuning in. I'll see you back here next Monday. Bye-bye.